Hello and welcome to Photokina TV here in Cologne, right in the middle of the fair. And when you walk through these halls here, there's a lot of photo awards showing pictures. I noticed the photo award that's probably the one that traveled the longest distance to come here to present itself, and so I've asked the HIPA award to come into the show. And the guest in the show today is Grahame-Duun, right?
That's perfectly correct, yeah.
Martin, you're involved with the HIPA award.
Yes. Yeah.
And I said you have traveled very far because you come from Dubai.
Absolutely.
What is the HIPA award?
The HIPA Awards, to use its full name, as we have to do in the UAE, is the Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid AlMaktoum International Photography Awards, which is a bit of a mouthful. But it's actually the baby, the brainchild of His Highness the Crown Prince of Dubai.
The Crown Prince himself?
The Crown Prince himself.
Wants a photo award.
He wants an award. It's in its second year now. He is a very, very enthusiastic photographer. He loves his photography. He travels worldwide and enjoys everything about the art and craft of the industry, and wanted to put something back in a particular way. And in many ways, what better way than to host and to be the patron of a very, very prestigious award.
So it's not just the brainchild of some marketing department that said we need, let's say, a photo award, but this is actually the Crown Prince of Dubai who is so passionate about photography that he says, we want to do something.
Absolutely. We all know that there's always going to be questions about motives, but I've spent the last few days just telling people it's because he wants to do it. And he is a photographer. He's like all of us here. He's like the people at Photokina. When he talks photography, he lives, he eats, he breathes photography, but not just photography. He's very much a patron of the arts. He's an extremely accomplished poet, very well-educated guy, and an absolute pleasure.
We all know that the best things come out of passion, or when they're done with passion rather than just technocratic.
Absolutely.
So what's the mission?
There are a number of missions for HIPA itself, not the least to try and bring together the world's photographers without any form of agenda, to create a competition that truly reflects. Last year, for example, our main theme was called Love of the Earth. And what a great way to start an international awards, by talking about love of your earth, love of my earth, love of everybody's earth. And that can mean so many different things. And this year we have a totally different theme, which is called the beauty of light. Now that, to a photographer, is immensely challenging. I mean, without light, none of us create images. We can't create film, we can't create TV, and we can't create photographs of any kind. But the mastery of light, the control of light, is really the core skill of every professional photographer from all walks of life. And we just want to see these images and celebrate them in all their glory.
Super. In order to give the viewers an idea of what the award looks like when it takes place, of course there's the time where you can enter photos. Yes. It's happening online, I suppose.
It's happening online now. It actually opened on 1st of September and closes midnight Dubai time, which is 5 hours difference from here, on December 31st. So there's still a lot of time to be able to get some images together. There are in fact 4 distinct categories and 2 other awards which are more development awards for people who want to contribute towards the art and craft and possibly the science of photography. But the main photographic awards, as I've said, the main overriding theme is beauty of light. For the first time this year, we have a black and white category. We also have a general category, which means more or less anything goes. We still want to see beautiful photography, of course. And we have a category on the UAE itself. So not just Dubai, but the entire Emirates. Not reserved just for Emirati photographers, but for anybody that's been to Dubai.
That's an important point to make. Even though it comes from the Emirates, it comes from Dubai. And we'll see some pictures of what it looks like. One could get the impression it's a Middle East event, but you are totally international.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the guys that actually I believe came third in this year's competition in the Dubai category is in fact a German guy called Thomas. Did a superb photograph, and we may see it, of a dhow with the main city behind. So you had this beautiful synergy between the traditional and the new, everything that Dubai represents in technologically speaking, development. I mean, it really is a world leader in many ways. And people go to Dubai and they marvel at the architecture, but they can also take a few meter steps and walk into a different world. And that's the beauty.
Let me try to show some of the pictures of the winners of last year. Here's the Dubai category. And is this the picture you talked about?
Oh, this is one very impressive picture. This, I believe, was done as a reflection in the fountains that stand right in front of the Burj Khalifa. Very, very impressive shot, beautifully handled. And I think this was probably a local photographer that took this one.
Okay, so that was in the Dubai category.
Yeah,
Let me look at
the one on there with the Dow in the background that you were just looking at is in fact the one by the German photographer.
One?
No, go down one.
One more.
There we go. Now this to me, that's the Burj Al Arab in the background, which is probably the most famous hotel in the world. Everybody knows as the place where the great tennis match took place on the helicopter platform. But to see something as beautifully traditional as a Dow, and then to see the Burj Al Arab in the mist behind, you've got the emulation. They call it the sail, and there you have it.
Super, huh? The shape of the sail of the boat and the shape of the
It is beautifully symmetrical. And I think this is one of the things that caught the eyes of the judges, that it really spoke volumes about what is Dubai.
You should probably enter it in the category beauty of light again, because the light is so delicate on the
that
on
we
the boat.
don't allow.
Let's take a look at one more.
Oh, absolutely. There's, here's technology for you. This is really the synergy between natural form, natural shapes, taken into a very industrial feeling, and to bring out all that is almost organic as well as mechanical. It's a great shot.
Okay, these were all about Dubai, but if we don't want to do one thing, is to give people the impression you have to go to Dubai, take pictures to enter.
No, but we'd love people to go and experience Dubai, of course. But no, it's not the be-all and end-all.
Let's go over to something completely different.
Yes, right. This image, incredibly powerful. I've seen an image very similar to this before that did very, very well in the National Geographic Awards, but this is full of life, full of spirit, and it's the sort of thing that the judges are really looking for to bring out something. This was in Love of the Earth category, and very, very powerful, extremely well handled, possibly a little tight in the frame, and that's why it didn't go further than it could have done. So.
Okay. To further make the point of how international this award is, you brought a little image video.
Yes, we did.
That sets the tone really well, because it's taking place in Africa, I guess.
It did. It was shot in Tanzania by, in fact, His Highness was there, along with His Excellency Ali bin Talith, who's the Secretary General, and they went out there and filmed the promotional movie. Together with taking a lot of images, and they have some little stories and anecdotes themselves.
Let's take a quick look at it, because it's
wonderful.
It shows what the award is about. There was the long name again.
The long name, yes.
Beautifully done, very nice. And once again, a promotional video done in Africa.
Yes.
Winner categories of Dubai, winner categories of all over the world.
Absolutely. We had entrants from 99 countries in the first year. We had over 7,000 entries, which is incredible for a first time out for a World Awards. That is amazing. Particularly, we're here to try and build on last year's success and encourage people to enter from every country. And Photokina is a great venue because it does bring together the world's industry in a very unique way, being every 2 years. People look forward to coming to this event. They're looking for the technology, but they're also looking for something different, something to inspire them. And we hope that we have the platform to inspire a new generation and future generations of photographers through the medium of the awards.
We have a platform right here, so to the people watching us, you already said, entry time is open now. You can enter in until the end of December.
Absolutely.
And then early next year, let's take a look at some of the pictures of the award of this year, so people get a feeling for what's going to happen in Dubai.
It was a glittering ceremony.
This picture shows the award ceremony?
Absolutely. This is just really the setting up and people actually starting to arrive. We had these 3 huge screens, and just off to camera left, we have the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, and this is called this is the Burj Park. Absolutely superb event attended by journalists from all over the world. Our winners were truly international. I mean, our overall winner, Pierre Gablé from Provence in France, couldn't believe it when he won the grand prize. And last year's grand prize was 100,000 US dollars. This year it's 120,000 US dollars. And we are just so looking forward. The image on screen at the moment is actually the exhibition that took place in Dubai Mall, which was an exhibition of the winners, together with some of the images from His Highness and a little celebration of his joy and love of photography. Mm-hmm.
Here we see exhibitions. These are the awards?
Are amazing trophies that were actually made designed by one of the members of the Board of Trustees. They are a superb piece. My goodness, they are heavy.
I was going to say, if you win one of those, you have to probably book another seat.
Excess baggage, absolutely. The boxes were like almost half a meter square, and we could see the guys almost staggering under the weight carrying these trophies off, but they were very impressive.
It's a big photography prize. It needs a great trophy, right? The Burj, and here's one of the winners.
Yes, one of Sheikh Mohammed's sons, Majid, and indeed one of our staff there. And this is Sheikh Hamdan himself, presenting one of the awards.
Who inspired and who founded the award.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think he was so proud to be there and see a celebration of such glorious photography from photographers from all over the world. And that's what we want. This has to be for us truly international, without any boundaries at all. There is no agenda to these awards other than the celebration of great photography. Great. On the entry point of view, you can enter 4 images in each of the 4 categories, absolutely free of charge. There is no financial obligations whatsoever. What we haven't said is that when the people win or they're placed, they have an extra treat in store. They are flown to Dubai, given an Emirati experience, entertained, shown a bit about the culture of Dubai itself, and the week culminates in the Grand Awards ceremony. So in itself, that's a fantastic addition to the prize.
Super.
But yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm going to look at my pictures and see if I have any that are worthy to enter.
Now.
I want to be there. Last but not least, any practical tips to what kind of qualities you're looking for in these pictures? Do you know what the jury is specifically looking at?
Yeah, this year I think there will be a number of different factors. The overall theme, as I've already mentioned, the beauty of light, is very, very challenging. It's not going to be easy. So I believe the judge is going to be looking for a superlative use of light, be that natural light or man-made light. It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, but it's going to be the use of that light and its impact on whatever subject. It doesn't need to be a person, it could be an animal, it could be a place, it could be anything that evokes the use of light. The whole theme of it, believe it or not, comes about due to a very ancient piece of research done by a scholar who was around in 982. He was experimenting with pinhole camera obscura right back then, before Galileo, before Leonardo, before anything. And his name was Ibn al-Haytham and was known as Ptolemaeus Secundus, the second Ptolemy, and took a lot of his research from the writings of Euclid, and he published a book called The Book of Optics, which has fascinating and direct relevance to what we have in photography now. He understood and explained inverse square law. Now that is so important to us photographers today, the way and the rate at which light falls off exponentially. And these things are 1,000 years old. So what it shows you is what goes around, comes around. Nothing is new, and sometimes you lament and think, what's happened, and how much knowledge have we really lost? And to actually have picked that out, that scholarly piece of work, and use that as the backbone for the idea of the beauty of light and the use of light is actually a very clever move. Not my move, I have to say, but...
Okay. Now, the viewers know everything about the award now. How to enter? Through the website, HIPA.
Through the website, HIPA.ae, yeah.
Okay. And you know the categories. Check out the website. There's more information there on the other categories.
Yes, it is.
And well, there's good reason to enter. Not only you get to be flown to Dubai, you get a super trophy, and there's a grand prize to be won. That's a no-brainer for any good photographer who loves light.
If you're listening to this and you're here at Photokina, we're in 5.1. Come and see us on the stand. We will give you the most beautiful brochure. Come and see the book. We have an amazing book from last year's awards called Love of the Earth. It is a stunning volume that contains a lot of images, and it's open to see. We look forward to seeing people.
Good luck for the award. Who knows? Maybe we see each other in Dubai. If I can find a good picture.
Let's hope so.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being in the show. See you next time on Photokina TV.
Thank you all.